Hey everyone, it is late at night and I'm Norman. Tonight we're talking about Urwerk, the crazy luxury brand that makes really wild watches. Urwerk was founded by two men, Felix Baumgartner and Martin Frey. Felix is the watchmaker and Martin is the designer. Felix was actually born into a watchmaking family. He learned his craft from his father, who restored watches and clocks. He attended a watchmaking school in Solothurn and he graduated in 1995. Martin, on the other hand, went to school for graphic arts. He attended the School of Visual Arts in Zurich. He graduated in 1989. He later obtained a Bachelor of Arts from Hochschule für Gestaltung und Kunst in Luzern, Switzerland. One of his teachers there was Roman Signer, who's a renowned Swiss artist and he's known internationally. These two men met in 1995 and they both shared a passion for unique representation of time. After many discussions on this topic, they decided to form a company. They were dedicated to unique visions of how to display time. And thus, Urwerk was born. The company was founded in 1997. And from the start, their vision was to create hot horology pieces. The company name combines both the original location that it was founded, with the German word for work, or create, or evolve. The company's first watch was the 101 in gold. This was a round watch with standard lugs at its base and hidden lugs at the top of its case. It didn't have a traditional dial, but rather was solid metal with a curved opening that was a rainbow shape along the top half of the case. Within this opening was a circular window that displayed the current hour. The position of this window displays the minutes within that hour. So for example, if it is in the center position, the time is 30 minutes past the current hour. Some models featured teeth between the lugs, somewhat similar to what Swatch does with their watches. These pieces took 6 to 8 months to produce, and they came in at a price of nearly $200,000. Their second watch was a silver variant of the first model. Another of their brilliant pieces is the UR Satellite, or UR100. The UR Satellite is a line of watches with an octagonal-shaped watch case. The sides of the case have small notches cut into it. Time is told using a central wheel of 3 arms. Each arm has a wheel of 4 numbers attached to it. These indicate the hours. Along the bottom third of the dial is a meter marking the minutes. There's an arrow at the end of each arm that is visible only when it is within this meter. When the arm enters this meter, the visible hour on the wheel is the current hour, and the arrow points to the current minutes within that hour. Along the sides of the dial are 2 other meters. One indicates the distance traveled on Earth, and the other the distance traveled by the Earth itself. These retail for about $85,000. Another watch in this line is the UR105. The 105 features a similar 3-arm system of time telling, however the case is a rounded octagonal shape, with the octagonal corners much more pronounced along the base of the case. These pieces are actually inspired by knights' armor. They retail for about $49,000. Yet another watch in this line is the 106. The 106 is a blinged out variant of the 105. Its case is more of a horseshoe shape, rounded at the top with sharp angles at the bottom 2 corners. However, the bottom side of the case is slightly curved. Diamonds encrust the entire outside of the crystal, and in the center of the dial is a diamond-encrusted lotus. These retail for about $89,000. And another watch in this line is the 220. The 220 is a gold variant of the Satellite. These feature a hexagonal cased shape. The bezel and the crystal shape are somewhat reminiscent of the spring on an Inca block shock absorption system. These pieces feature a power reserve meter, as well as an oil change/service indicator. The next line of watches we're going to look at is the chronometry series. The chronometry line began with the EMC. These were watches with a surprisingly standard hours and minutes dial. However, that dial has smaller satellite dials that feature a precision delta indicator that displays the movement's current accuracy, as well as the amplitude and power reserve indicator. Basically, these watches were akin to having their own time grapher built right into them. That's pretty cool. These retail for about $162,000. Next in this line is the AMC. The AMC is a tool that serves as a master clock that adjusts the time on a corresponding Urwerk watch to ensure its absolute accuracy. That is a pretty crazy idea, and it looks like a retro-style record player / radio. The next piece we're going to look at is the UR112. The UR112 is a watch done in a driver watch style. However, its digital display is done in a mechanical fashion. It features a digital hour and minutes display. Hidden beneath two hinged dials is a power indicator and a digital seconds display. These retail for about $260,000. And last up is the Opus 5. The Opus 5 is an extremely unique piece, even for Urwerk. It has a rounded case with three popsicle stick-like elements along the top and bottom of the case. The time is told using a single hand that has an hour wheel on it and points to a position along a minutes meter. There are prominent recessed screws at four corners of the case. It features the hours and minutes as well as a power reserve indicator and a day-night indicator. These retail for about $250,000. I can't imagine paying anywhere near the asking value for these crazy watches. These truly are hot horology pieces that are geared toward people so wealthy they've actually run out of ideas on what to blow their money on. Each piece is so unique and complicated and crazy that each one almost warrants its own video to cover all the features and the details of the watches. At some point I may have to do a deep dive on one or two of these pieces. So there you have it, some of the amazing pieces that Urwerk puts out. I feel like Urwerk is kind of like a combination of a super ultra wealthy gothic kid / industrial kid / punk rock person. They're edgy and crazy expensive. Thanks for watching.